My parents adopted an AI girl named Elowen, and from the moment she stepped into our home, I was labeled the troublesome, ungrateful problem child. Father made no secret of how disappointed he was in me. Mother constantly compared me unfavorably to the perfect Elowen, and my elder brother Kian was by far the cruelest of all. All you do is take from this family. Why can't you ever be useful for once? He would snarl at me without mercy. Brokenhearted and burning with anger, I lost control and shoved Elowen to the ground one day. Mother's expression turned icy in an instant. She slapped me hard enough to make my ears ring sharply. Elowen is your sister. If you were half as obedient as her, I would never suffer from constant headaches, she snapped. You will be sent to Apex Behavioral Institute. Stay there until you learn to be a submissive, grateful daughter. I had no choice but to give way to the AI daughter who replaced me, then was sent alone to the Cold Institute to receive 3 years of remolding. 3 years later, my parents and Kian finally came to pick me up. They called my name again and again, yet I stood motionless like a carved statue. The institute director smiled politely. Mrs. Voss, you must speak the activation phrase first. Subject 1314 will never respond without it. Activate, subject 1314. Mother's tone was full of hesitation. She had no real understanding of the words, merely repeating what the director had told her. My eyes lit up abruptly, just like a dormant electronic screen waking up after years of standby. I stood straight from the chair, hands naturally at my sides, posture rigid and perfect. System activated. Please provide instructions. Mother froze in shock. The director's calm voice sounded right behind her. Our institute has designed a special behavioral correction system. Every student needs an activation command to regain responsiveness. Once activated, she will never defy your will again, the director said proudly. Mother suddenly understood everything. Kian pushed forward quickly, a mischievous glint flashing in his eyes. He was 5 years older than me and had spent my whole childhood deliberately making me shed tears. I once chased him around the house playfully until Mother scolded us both. 1314, bark like a dog for me, Kian ordered arrogantly. The moment his command fell, I tucked my neck, stuck out my tongue, and barked loudly without hesitation. Kian burst into mocking laughter and turned to our parents. Leora finally knows her place. She used to complain endlessly about piano lessons, but now she obeys every order obediently. My parents nodded in obvious satisfaction, completely pleased with my changed state. On the ride home, Mother tried awkward small talk. Leora, how have you lived in the institute these 3 years? I kept silent, for she had not given the valid command of answer. Leora? She raised her voice slightly. I spoke at last, tone flat and mechanical. Interrogative sentences are not valid commands. If you need a reply, please use imperative sentences. The atmosphere inside the car turned freezing cold. Mother choked on her words, falling into a long silence before forcing out one word: answer. Life at the institute was productive and meaningful. I completed core courses including emotional control, absolute obedience, and rational thinking. I graduated with honors and was rated the most successful transformation case of the year by my instructor. I recited every word rigidly. No tone, no emotion, no soul, only a cold mechanical recitation. The backseat remained quiet for a long time. Kian whispered lowly, "She's exactly like Elowen now." I stared blankly ahead with no expression. The city outside the window was blurred, all buildings and streets unfamiliar to me. At the institute, time was measured only by endless commands. One day felt no different from a month. I could only mark the passage of time by carving tally marks on the wall of the silent room. Gradually, I even forgot how to write my own name. When the car pulled into the driveway, dusk had fallen. Elowen stood quietly at the door, hands folded in front of her, wearing a standard perfect smile showing exactly 6 teeth, the same as 3 years ago. I still remembered that day clearly. Mother